on the Game On podcast.
After, I think it was 6 or so games into the season, him and his brother George, his younger brother George, go into Port Adelaide, and there's a box there where you can enlist for the AIF.
Yep.
So the pair of them go up to the window and tell the bloke they want to enlist. So, yeah, no worries, come through, boys. So they enlist. Dad's no problem, but his brother George is underage.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
And so Dad tells the bloke that, George is old enough. So they take George on his brother's word that he's old enough to be in the AIF. And they both join, go back home, tell their parents that they've joined. No correspondence with their parents about joining.
Wow.
The pair of them just did it off the bat. Go back home, and they tell their parents that they're both enlisted in the AIF, and before you know it, they're both shipped off to the Middle East, and they don't keep him in the same battalion. Georgie goes to a different battalion. Dad goes into the 2nd 43rd, and George gets killed, doesn't come home, and my father had to live with that for his whole life. That he lied is a very strong word, but he told the bloke there that his brother was old enough, and he wasn't, and Dad had to live with that. And it's a part of my. I get asked a lot about this, and I lose it every time, and I'm on the verge of losing it now. But it's a part of my dad had to live with that all his life, and I'm positive, boys, that it was part of his motivation, and just to lose his brother. And they said that, like, out of the young one fell out of the tree and was killed with his gangrene, but there were 4 boys left. And the story that goes back is that George, the one that enlisted with Dad, was the better out of all of them on the football field. That's just the story that we get from people around Exeter, and we've done a little bit of homework. They said he was a brilliant footballer. And he must have been good to be better than Tom and my dad.
Yeah,
so they reckon that he only played 9 games for the Magpies, but they said that he was a terrific footballer. And Dad, quietly and methodically as he was, very quiet person, my father, had to live with that unfortunate thing, and so he gets shipped off, and away they go, and Georgie gets nailed, and Dad continues on with his career in the armed forces in the Middle East.
Just incredible. Now, mate, no